Hello there and welcome back to the channel, and today you join me as we look at the sleeping mat component of my first attempt at beating the Zenbivy light bed Neoloft super god level bed that we've created a couple of weeks ago. Now, if you was here for the last episode, you will have seen the quilt component of this first attempt coming up this weekend. That is the Neve Gear Waratah Pro quilt, highly spec quilt for excellent money. And today, as you can see, we are now on the sleeping pad and the pillow component of attempt number one. And so what do we have? As you can see in front of you here, I've got a lovely thick pad here from Exped. This is the Exped Megamat Lite 12. This is in the long wide version. Of course, as I've said before, everything that I use will always be in the large pillow, large mats, large quilts, large everything. So let's tell you a little bit about this bad boy. So the 12 in the name stands for the thickness, just like the Neoloft. This is 12 centimeters thick. That's 4.7 inches, I believe. She has a rating, an R rating of 5.2. That's about minus 20 degrees. It achieves this by using a type of synthetic insulation. I can't remember what it's called. Exped Loft something or other. It weighs an astronomical amount, actually, and I think this is why this pad has not been seen as much as I think it probably should have, considering how nice it is. And that is because it weighs 1.2 kilos. To be more specific, it is 1190 grams, 1190 grams. That is almost two ultralight pads for anyone else, but two ultralight, crinkly, very thin pads. And of course, this series is all about us looking for absolute comfort. The only thing that it has to be able to do is fit inside a 60-litre pack. Now, this thing does pack down quite large. It's about the size of a loaf of bread. I'm not joking. However, it's still within the realms of fitting inside your bag. If you're only going for a comfort camp, 4 or 5 miles, hour or two worth of walking, I don't really see what the problem is. Look at it. Nice, comfortable, no rattling. So the dimensions of this giant mat are 197 by 65 by 12. It is a big pad. I like the look of it. It's the same size as the Neoloft. It's actually slightly bigger when you put them side by side. I will show you that at some point. We would obviously do the ultimate bed comparison somewhere towards the end of the series where I can line them all up and show you them side by side. But in the meantime, look at this bad boy. It really does feel expensive, and it feels comfortable, and it looks like it's got give in it. I actually can't wait. I've laid on this for probably 10-15 seconds when I got it. I have no idea what it's going to be like. The REM pillow as well. I've used this a couple of times, and actually I'm really very impressed with this bad boy. This is the large version. It does have some strap loops on there that you can put some well, strap of any description on there. She has little tiny pellets of foam on top of the bladder, and honestly, you can't tell that there's a bladder in there. I really like this pillow. It packs down slightly bigger than some other pillows, downfield pillows, whatever, but also smaller than your exclusively compressible pillows like the Thermarest, for instance. And so I actually quite like this pillow, and I got this for £18, which is a steal considering it actually normally costs about £40. So, and this is in the largest one they do as well. And look at that. It's quite impressive, isn't it? I'm looking forward to this. So, I do have a very busy weekend at work. Tomorrow I have to be up and in quite early, so it does mean that I won't be able to get out this weekend. So we're going to be doing a garden HQ test on this lot here, and I'm looking forward to it. Attempt number 2. That's going to be good. Now, coming up in the next few weeks, I have 3 camps coming up, and I have 3 camps coming up on successive weekends. We've got a wild camp coming up near a historic castle beautiful sea view. Can't wait for that. I've got a woodland camp coming up with my good friend Jerry, and then I am going to Snowdonia to climb Snowdon with my good friend Adrian, where we'll be there for an entire weekend, and we will get to test out all of this good stuff in due time. I can tell you that this system, the Neve Gear, the Exped REM, and the Megamat 12 actually weighs less, despite how big this bad boy packs down and how heavy it is, actually weighs less than the Zenbivy Neoloft combination there. Who'd have thunk it? And so this is why actually I went for this, because once I did the maths and I realised the spec of this, the spec of the quilt, the spec of the pillow, and you jam it all together, it's actually lighter and less litres packed inside a bag than the Zenbivy Neoloft system. Imagine. I think some people have missed a trick here. So anyway, coming up, once we've got through this bed and figured it out and seen how good it is, I do have another one in mind that still has similar spec to both this and the Zenbivy setup, but is even cheaper than both this and the Zenbivy setup. And so I can't wait for those components to come through the post. I've identified them, I have paid for them, and we're just waiting for the deliveries to turn up on those. And I can't wait to show you that. That actually is, I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about this. I was very excited about the Neoloft and the Zenbivy systems. We are finding excellent sleep systems here. Okay, so we are all packed up. The pad, the quilt, and the pillow are all inside the tent, awaiting their first ever test together in the first attempt at beating the Zenbivy Neoloft God Bed of Doom. I'm quite looking forward to this. It looks very lovely. I'm probably not going to put a fly on the bed tonight, because he says with two flies knocking about. I'm probably not going to put the outer fly on the tent tonight. I would like to see how well the draft excluding feature works on the Neve Gear quilt. And so yes, this so far has been the first look of the Exped Megamat 12 Lite. If you'd like to see how I get on in the first test, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, comment, all of the other good things. And I'll see you very shortly with the review of attempt number 1 at the Ultimate Sleep System. Guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.